Hello everyone, this is Marco and welcome back to my channel. So today is a really interesting day because Mattel has revealed a brand new Hammond Collection figure on the Beyond the Gates video, and it is the Hammond Collection Velociraptor Blue, and it looks lovely. I just wanted to talk about it because they actually seem to have listened to the fans and all of the feedback from collectors and customizers like us, and they've officially realized that the feet are way too big on their figures, as we will see soon from the video that they put up. So yeah, this video is going to be about that. Buckle up and let's delve into the details. I should mention that there is another figure releasing as well, which is Owen. They are sold separately, and we'll very briefly talk about him too. But apparently both of these releases are to be expected for next year, January. But it says on the website that Blue's going to be released in April 2024. I hope that's a mistake. That's way too far ahead in the future, but we'll see. So the previous Hammond Collection Raptors were based on the Amber Collection Raptors, which were Blue's sculpt. This time for Blue, they've actually gone ahead and redesigned Blue, and I must say it looks so much better. The proportions are so much better, guys. The whole shape of the body, it makes such a massive difference. The hands are different, it's got smaller feet. I think it might have a longer tail too. The neck is a bit better too, and the head sculpt looks great as well. It does have glass eyes, which some people are upset by, but we'll see. I'll have to see it in person. In the video, they actually stress how important the smaller feet are, and that they're actually planning to apply the changes to all of their future releases, which is amazing. There's also a sketch here with all the changes they are applying, which is very interesting to see. This figure does have really nice paint ups as well. There is one thing that I think needs to change before they release them, but I think it might be too late. And that issue for me is the blue stripe, and it goes over the thigh, like on the actual thigh piece, which is a bit of an odd decision because if you move the leg, then the stripe's going to break away from the rest of the stripe on the body, and it won't look good at all. This is the first time they've done this, and I really can't understand why. Every single previous release of Blue, the stripe goes over the hip, which is more film accurate. But this time they decided to put it on the thigh, and it makes no sense to me. It is not accurate to what we see in the film, and it really does take away from posing this figure. One of the key features of a Hammond collection is the amount of posability. So why would you want your figure to look bad when you pose it? So I really hope they fix it. They probably won't because it's too late, it's already in production, but that's going to have to be a fix that I'm going to have to apply to mine when I get it. I'm kind of tired of having to fix figures that Mattel release, but it's the only way to have an accurate figure. But having said that, this is by far the best Raptor in the Hammond collection, and I'm so excited about it, guys. You have no idea. Let's talk more about the sculpt. The sculpt is very highly detailed and is much more akin to what we see in the films. Again, the feet are much smaller, and the head sculpt is very nice too. But they've also sort of decided to add the nose, the nose ridge, the crest thing, a bit more prominent on this one for some reason. But I think it's probably because they're going to use this sculpt for all the rest of the Raptor squad anyway. One thing that Mattel said in the video, which I found really strange, was that this time they've been using the ILM models as reference. But isn't that the whole point of reference material? Like, if you're a designer, you want to use the source material as reference. So why are they so proud about it now and mentioning it? Does that mean they weren't using reference material properly before? Which would explain a lot. I'd like to think it was just the way they worded it, and it came across that way, but I might be wrong. It does look like the thighs very wide still, which is a downside. That is one of the biggest gripes I have with the Raptors and generally the Hammond collection figures. It might be a bit better. We're gonna have to see because you can't really see it properly in the pictures. We'll have a better idea of that in person. They have done some really weird sort of renders for the front of the box. It's a very airbrushed, cartoony version of the toy. It's really strange. Like, they have a million blue renders from the films, so why did they pick that one? It also looks like the head sculpt's a bit thinner. It's not as wide as the previous Raptor sculpts, which is a very good thing. I hope this means that Mattel's going to release a very good Raptor squad with accurate colors. Because if the Raptor squad share that same sculpt, they're all going to look amazing. Even if the Raptor squad does have some very subtle differences, if they use that sculpt, I'm sure they'll pull it off fine. But please, Mattel, get the colors right. It comes with an accessory, which is the head camera thing, which is really cool. It does have glass eyes though, or fake glass, I should say, plastic, because they're transparent plastic really, they're not glass. A lot of people are upset by that because of how the glass eyes looked on the T-Rex. They've decided to add them on the Dimetrodon and pretty much all the Hammond collection figures from now on. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Now we really need to hope that Mattel re-releases the Jurassic Park Raptors with the proper body sculpt. They need to add the hip bone and change the feet and whatever. So, one thing I should mention is that these changes that they're applying to their figures is because of the community. The community has already spoken up about Hasbro's figures, and which is why Universal changed companies and went with Mattel. Mattel doesn't have much experience in producing premium collectors figures of this kind. It is kind of a first for everyone, really. We've never really got official posable action figures for the Jurassic franchise, unless we're talking about independent artists like Jurassic Justin and others. So Mattel is kind of learning and testing what works and what doesn't, testing out different things, see what works. And it's because of our feedback that they apply changes and make them better. I think they should kind of mention that in their videos, like thank the community, which is what helps them strive to release better figures and produce better products. Like, watching the Beyond the Gates videos, I kind of get the feeling that Mattel is kind of doing all of this by themselves. The way they worded and pointed out the smaller feet on the crowdfunding T-Rex, the buck, was a little bit of a cheeky way of doing it. But anyway, I'm getting a bit carried away here. This isn't the point of the video. This video is about Blue, and I think it looks really good. I'm really, really happy with that. And I hope this is the start of something really good for the Hammond collection. I'm genuinely really pleased, really happy, and really excited about it. Now let's talk about Owen really briefly. We have gotten so many releases of Owen before, but this is the first time that we have an Owen that is accurate to the first Jurassic World film, which is cool. I've had some messages from people saying that they're not happy with the utility tool that he has, and that he should have had his signature rifle with him as well. He does carry that thing around pretty much throughout the whole film, so that makes sense. I have to agree, but I'm not too fussed about the humans anyway. I'm more of a dinosaur kind of guy. I do understand that, and I see where they're coming from. So what can you expect from me about this Hammond collection reveal? I think I'm gonna buy quite a bunch of those and make my own Raptor squad out of them, and release replacement heads for it so we can have some better proportioned Jurassic Park dinosaurs like Jurassic Park 1, 2 and 3, and maybe even some film accurate Raptor squad head sculpts. We'll see. Also, we'll have to see how the glass eyes look in person. I'm sure Rod's Random Work and Siratech will make replacement eyes for those too. So it's just really exciting overall. Again, I am so excited about that Raptor figure. It looks gorgeous. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate every single one of you. Thank you and bye.